So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about assignments and how you can set them and what you can do to make your life easier. If you remember in the previous video, I said it's important to set up a departmental team where you've got all your assignments set, and we're going to go over that in a second, okay? So you set all your assignments in the departmental team, mainly because you can call them back. So if I go into my Year 11 Computer Science one, go to assignments, you'll be greeted with this screen. You've got anything you've assigned so far, anything you've marked, you've even got drafts. As you'll see from here, I've got a few drafts there. What I'm going to talk to you through, we'll come back to those in a second, but I'm going to show you how you can actually create an assignment. So you can click on that. Remember I said you can do it from an existing assignment. So if you click on from existing, it'll pull up your team's setup. And if you're looking for a particular one, let's just try that one there. You select the team you want to reuse. In our case, we would actually use the computer science department if we had teams assignments set up for that already. I know I've got some homework set up in this one here. And you'll notice I've got that one there, which was due date was there. I can search for the assignments as well if I want to. So I've got lots of assignments. I can actually search for them. So if I wanted to use that one, I can just click on it, press next, and it pulls it all in from there. Now I want to discard that for the time being because I want to set my own up. Okay, yes, I do want to discard, but that is the easiest way you can actually set an assignment across multiple teams. Okay, so you can just call it through. Once it's set up once and it's been assigned, you can call it through and assign that to multiple classes. Now, you can set an assignment or you can set a quiz. The quiz pulls in Microsoft Forms quiz, and that will be shown in another video how you can actually set up quizzes via Microsoft Forms, which are self-marking. But again, if you just clicked on that, it will literally just pull up all the quizzes you've got, and you select the quiz you want to use, press next, and it will add it all in. Okay, but as I said, I want to focus on the assignment side of things for this video. Now, once you click on the assignment, you'll be greeted with this. You do need to have a title. Okay, so whatever you want the homework to be called or the assignment to be called, categories are really useful for you for searching. So say, for example, I was setting some iMedia homework. I could set that as iMedia Year 10, say, if I wanted to search it. So iMedia Year 10, Homework 1 maybe. You can have instructions. You can have as detailed instructions as you want. You can add resources. So if I clicked on the resources, I can pull in from my OneDrive. I can upload a new file if I wanted to. But if you remember from the other videos, I already set up a lot of files ready to go. So if I click on Teams, it will pull in from all the teams I've got set up. So I want to have a look at my GCSE Computer Year 11. So for this case, that's for the resources. Again, if you're using from a previous, you're pulling it in from an existing assignment, this will pull it in for you. But if you're setting it up the first time round, this is how the process you go through about adding those resources for you. So if I click on Year 11, I can go to my class materials, go into Year 11, and I'm going to go for the first one. I want to add the students the CPU, so the actual PowerPoint. I also want to add the homework for them. Okay, so I've got those two ticked. I click attach, and they'll start attaching. Now this is the key bit. If you look here, it says students can't edit. Well, we want the students to be able to edit that straight away and then submit it. So all I do is click on the three lines, or three dots should I say. Students can edit their own copy. So as soon as this is set, this will appear in their areas, and I'll show you that on another video, how they actually can see the assignment and hand it in, which is talking about setting it. But when they see this, they can click on it and edit their own one. I can even set points. Now, I know this homework's out of 20 points, so I can do 20. I can even add a rubric. Now, a rubric is basically a grid, if you will. It makes it a lot easier to mark, so we can change those. Say I wanted the homework between, say, I don't know, say 7, a 6, a 5, and a 4. I can add more if I wanted to. So you can have the whole grade system, depending on what level of the homework you've got. you can go along and you can put the grading criteria. Now this will help you when it comes to marking, and you can reuse rubrics whenever you want. So once you've set it up once, that's it, it's good to go. Yeah, we don't want to keep this at the moment because obviously that's fine. But again, if you wanted to use a rubric, you just click on that and you can upload it or add a new one, or you've got the ones, if you created them, they would be available there ready to go. What you've got then is assigned to. Now you can assign that to whichever team you want and what students you want. So again, if you remember, I said set it up in the computer science department. So whatever department you're in, you can set that up. And you could just assign it to which students you want it to. So if I was assigning it to my year 10 computer science, so I've got 2 classes now. I can have as many different classes as I want. And you can just assign it to all students. If I don't want it on a certain task, I can just clear it from there, which is fine. So I only want it on that one there. You can get a list of the students, you can assign it. You can also set the date you want it to be assigned. So if I wanted it assigned on the 5th, I can select the time I want it to be set. You can actually edit the delay for when this is set. So schedule the assignment, so post date and the time, tell them when it's due and the due time, and you can have it closed as well. So if you want students to do, say, a timed assessment, so a timed test, you could set it for, say, Monday the 4th at 9, and I want it to end at, change that to the 4th, because obviously it works out there. I want that changed to, so that it's got an hour-and-a-half test. So we'll go for 11:30. They're starting at 9. Due time's 11:30. The close of this is 11:30. So that is one way you could set that up. Again, you could just have the hand in time. Once you're happy with that, press done. And obviously once I've got my title, so I just put homework 1 for example. Obviously I would use a lot more detailed information. All I can do is click schedule and that will set it, or I can hit save because I might want to come back and edit it later. And you'll notice in drafts, I'll see it there. I can click on that. And if I'm like, well, actually, I don't need that now, I've got a better one, I can discard, I can save, or I can set it up. I just discard that one and go back to my drafts. As you can see, if I went for that one there, I've got the name of the homework. I've given some instructions. You notice the students can't edit the actual PowerPoint. They can edit the homework though. It's out of 20 points. I've not set the due date in that yet because I'm still ready to go. And because I've not set a time, it'll be posted immediately and that will be there. So that's how you kind of set the assignments. Okay. In other videos, I'll go through the feedback options and what the students will actually see on the assignment side of things. So once you've submitted an assignment to students, I'll show you how they view it and what they can do, but that will be in a different video complete.